Hi students, in this video lecture we will discuss pH, right? pH and indicators and universal indicators, right? And importance of pH in our everyday life. So we have already discussed in our previous lectures on acids and bases about how to detect if a given solution is acid or a base, right? And we have discussed three indicators: litmus paper, phenolphthalein solution and methyl orange. And for acid solutions, blue litmus paper will turn red, phenolphthalein will remain colorless, and methyl orange will turn pink, right? Similarly, for bases, these indicators show different colors in bases. In bases, phenolphthalein will turn pink, methyl orange yellow, and red litmus paper blue, right? So based on the color, we get to know if a given solution is an acid or a base, right? But since we also talk about strength of acids, we have discussed about strength of acids, that the strength of acids depend upon the number of hydrogen ions concentrations, right? Since we have described that HCl is a strong acid. Why? Because it completely ionizes in water solution, giving you maximum concentration of hydrogen ions. So it has maximum concentration of hydrogen ions, due to which it's a strong acid. Similarly, if we also talked about weak acetic acid. It's a weak acid because it ionizes to a lesser extent, right, producing lesser concentration of hydrogen ions. So we have less concentration of hydrogen ions, which means it's a weak acid, right? And we know that it feebly ionizes, so it has molecules as well as ions, right? Similarly is the case with the bases. Strong bases like sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide produces maximum concentration of OH ions. It has more OH ions, right? So it's a strong base. Similarly, in case of ammonium hydroxide, it's a weak base because it feebly ionizes and produces less concentration of hydroxyl ions, right? So we have a way to test if a given solution or acid, or if the given solution is acid or a base, and the way is that we treat the solution with the indicators: phenolphthalein solution, methyl orange, and litmus paper, and through the color change we get to know if it's an acid or a base. But how will you check if if you are given two unknown solutions, right, and one is acetic acid and one is hydrochloric acid, that is, one is strong acid and the other is a weak acid. Similarly, if potassium hydroxide and ammonium hydroxide is given, one is a weak base and other is a strong base. So in such cases, instead of using these simple indicators, right, which are methyl orange, phenolphthalein, litmus paper, we use something called as universal indicator. What universal indicator will do? Universal indicator will show different colors depending on your hydrogen ion concentration. If hydrogen ion concentration is more, that is, if it is a strong acid, then it will show a different color, and if hydrogen ion concentration is less, in case of acetic acid, it will show a different color. So based on the color, we also get to know with universal indicator if a given solution is a weak acid, weak base, strong acid, or a strong base, right? Because it gives variety of colors, because universal indicator consists of multiple indicators, right, due to which it will give you different colors in different solutions, right? So we'll also discuss about pH scale in this, right? pH scale will tell you, based on the reading of pH scale, you get to know if a given solution is an acid or a base, or how strong acid or how strong base it is, based on the reading in on the pH scale. We'll do pH scale. But first let's do this indicators. We know that what indicators will do. Indicators will tell us if solution is acid or a base, based on color change. This is the job of indicator, right? It will tell you if it's acid or a base. And what universal indicator will do? universal indicator tell us about the strength of acids and bases through different colors. Different colors. So I'll repeat. Simple indicators will just tell you if a given solution is an acid or a base. Right? Tells us if a solution is acid or a base based on color change. Whereas universal indicator will also tell you if the given solution is a strong acid or a weak acid. Right? You can compare the strength of acids and strength of acids and bases with universal indicator. And compare strength of acids and bases. And compare the strength of acids and bases using universal indicator. Right. So now let's just see what is pH. Right. And to understand pH, we'll be doing a little mathematical derivation, very small derivation, right? Well, it would not be difficult, but just understand universal indicator and indicators, because we'll repeat this in pH scale, right? Now before we go ahead and do pH scale, let's understand one thing. We'll do something called as ionic product of water. Ionic product of water. So ionic product of water. What ions are present in water? Hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion. So ionic product of water means product of hydrogen ion concentration and hydroxyl ion concentration. Right. This is denoted by Kw, ionic product. So we know that water feebly ionizes to hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ions. Right. Water consists of hydrogen and hydroxyl ion. An ionic product, these are two ions contained in water. So ionic product denoted by Kw is product of hydrogen ion concentration and hydroxyl ion concentration. Right. So we need to check what is the concentration of hydrogen and hydroxyl ion. We will calculate the hydrogen and hydroxyl ion concentration. Now through experiments we got to know that the value of ionic product of water, Kw, is equals to 1 into 10 to the power of minus 14 moles square per liter square. Right. This is the value of Kw. Now since water is neutral, right, so it has equal concentration of hydrogen and hydroxyl ion. We know that hydrogen ion, acid and base neutralizes each other, right? So since water is neutral, right, it has equal concentration of acid and base. Acid contains hydrogen, base contains OH. You can remember it like that. And what hydrogen ions and hydroxyl ion neutralizes each other, right? Since water is neutral, so therefore hydrogen ion concentration is equal to hydroxyl ion concentration, right? Let concentration of hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion is X moles per liter, right? So since water is neutral, so hydrogen ion concentration and hydroxyl ion concentration would be equal, right? Water is neutral, right? So hydrogen ion concentration would equal to hydroxyl ion concentration, and let it be X, right? So now we know the value of Kw through experiments. It's 1 into 10 to the power of minus 14, and we have supposed since water is neutral, it contains OH, it contains same number of hydrogen and hydroxyl ion, right? And we have supposed it to be X, So let's put all the values. 1 into 10 to the power of minus 14, right? X into x, right? Therefore x square is equals to 1 into 10 to the power of minus 14. So x is equals to 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7 moles per liter. This is the concentration of hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion. 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7 moles per liter. This is concentration of hydrogen and hydroxyl ions in neutral water. Right. So in neutral water we have this much 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7 hydrogen ions and 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7 hydroxyl ion. Right. So we got to know, if we substitute the value of x here, we will get hydrogen ion is equal to hydroxyl ion is equals to 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7. Right. This. Now, since we have the values of hydrogen and hydroxyl ion, right, now what we will do is, we will define pH. Right. So pH is, okay, pH in, if we talk about pH, P means potence in pH and H means hydrogen ion concentration. pH is, in pH, P stands for potence, which is a German word which means power, and H means hydrogen. So power of hydrogen. This scale is based on power of hydrogen. Power of hydrogen means hydrogen ion concentration. Right? We'll look at it, but first let's just complete this. Now, since water has, let's rub this first. We'll get back to this pH thing again. Right. We are done with this indicators and universal indicators. Now this is neutral water, which consists of hydroxyl ion and hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion, and concentration is 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7 of both these ions. Now, if to this neutral solution, if we add acid to it, right, hydrogen ion concentration will increase. Right? If we add acid, what acid will do? Acid will ionize into hydrogen ion and chloride ions. Right? So here, earlier it was 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7 concentration of hydrogen ion. Now, if we add acid to it, hydrogen ion concentration will increase. Right? So hydrogen ion concentration will increase and hydroxyl ion concentration will decrease. Why? Because if you look at this Kw, ionic product of water, is a constant quantity. Right? If one will increase, like hydrogen ion concentration will increase, the other OH concentration will decrease, so that Kw remains constant. Right? So in case of acids, this OH concentration will decrease and hydrogen ion concentration will increase, so that Kw remains constant. Right? Similarly, if you add base to neutral water, hydrogen ion concentration will decrease. Right? Since we would be doing pH scale, we would be talking in terms of hydrogen ions. Right? Because as I said that pH, potence, and H is hydrogen. So pH scale is in terms of hydrogen ion concentration. Right? So if we add acid, hydrogen ion concentration will increase. Right? And if we add base, here if you look at the ionic product of water, on adding base, OH ion concentration will increase. So as to keep Kw constant, hydrogen ion concentration will decrease on adding base. So on adding base, hydrogen ion concentration will decrease. Why? I'll repeat, on adding base, OH ion concentration will increase. So as to keep Kw constant, hydrogen ion concentration will decrease, right? So hydrogen ion concentration will decrease in case of bases, right? So this is important. Now just remember these two things. Hydrogen ion concentration on addition of HCl increases, on addition of base will decrease. Now we know that at neutral, when neutral solution, so when water was neutral, when there was no acid or base, concentration of hydrogen ion was 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7, right? Now when acid was added, this hydrogen ion concentration will become more, it will increase. Earlier it was 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7, and now it will become more than, it will be greater than 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7, right? And when base was added, we have noticed that this will increase, so hydrogen ion concentration will decrease. When base was added to neutral water, right, hydrogen ion concentration will decrease. In case of neutral water, hydrogen ion concentration, we knew it was 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7, right? So for bases, hydrogen ion concentration would be less than 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7, right? So just remember this is important, because now hydrogen ion concentration for neutral water, hydrogen ion concentration was 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7 moles per liter. Right. When acid was added to this neutral water, hydrogen ion concentration was increased, so it was greater than this number. Hydrogen ion concentration was greater than this, right? And when base was added, hydrogen ion concentration decreases, right? So it was less than this. You have to remember this before we understand pH scale, right? And we know how we reached to this value 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7 using all this, using ionic product of water. Ionic product of water was product of concentration of hydrogen ions and hydroxyl ion, and Kw value of ionic product was calculated using experiments to be 1 into 10 to the power of minus 14. On calculations we got value of X to be 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7, and we know that in neutral water concentration of both hydrogen and hydroxyl ions would be same, so this would be this, right? So we know that in neutral solution, right, water is a neutral solution, hydrogen and hydroxyl ion concentration was 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7, right? So when acid was added, hydrogen ion concentration will increase. When base will be added, hydrogen ion concentration will decrease, right, here. So these three things you have to remember, 1, 2 and 3. Now when we look at, this is the pH scale, right? 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7, if you will look in the pH scale, it's here, right? So this will correspond to neutral water, right? And when acid was added, the concentration of hydrogen ion increases. It was greater than 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7. So greater value, the values greater than 10 to the power of minus 7, if you look on pH scale, is towards left, towards here. That is why in the pH scale you will find acidic nature increases towards left. Why? Because value greater than 10 to the power of minus 7 lies towards left, right? So if you come towards left, from 10 to the power of minus 7 towards left, the value of hydrogen ion concentration will increase. That is, here towards left, acidic nature increases. Similarly, when base was added, hydrogen ion concentration decreased. hydrogen ion concentration for bases were less than 10 to the power of minus 7. So values less than 10 to the power of minus 7 on pH scale was towards right. So for bases, the hydrogen ion concentration will lie towards right of 10 to the power of minus 7. We know that this 10 to the power of minus 7 is for neutral pH, right? So this is, we need to understand on, this is the basic of pH scale, right? This you need to understand. If you don't understand this, all this concept, pH scale would not be clear to you, right? So let's first rub this. You can take down all this. You may not find this all these in your books clearly. You may not understand it from your books. Now, to determine the acidity or basicity of a solution, a Danish biochemist, Sorensen, developed pH scale, right? Now pH scale is, it's pH scale. pH scale. In pH, P means potens. But potens is a German word power, and this is hydrogen. So pH scale, that is why pH scale is defined in terms of hydrogen ion concentration. So pH scale is defined in terms of hydrogen ion concentration, right? And pH scale reads, pH scale, if you look at the pH scale will read from 0 to 14. pH scale, it's a normal scale which reads or which measures from 0 to 14, right? And every value from 0 to 14 corresponds to a hydrogen ion concentration. Very important. Every value, every pH value will correspond to a hydrogen ion concentration. Right. So pH scale reads from 0 to 14, right? And every value will correspond to hydrogen ion concentration, right? We'll see from here. For example, this is H, this is 7, I'm sorry, this is 7. So 7 corresponds to 10 to the power of minus 7. We know what is 10 to the power of minus 7, neutral solution, water, right? So if you take pH 5, pH 5 is for pH